Katie. Dinner's ready.
Kate Alice Benson, I'm giving you one last chance. Say it.
There's nothing outside the window.
Good girl. Now, come on.
I mapped it out. All 11 abductions took place at sunset on east-west facing streets in low-population urban renewal areas. It's a pattern.
It's a coincidence. And why? What does sunset and east-west and whatever have to do with people disappearing?
I don't know.
Kate? Kate, you got enough raw talent that the department's cut you slack so far, but if you keep seeing things no one else does, people are gonna start thinking maybe you're not so right in the head. To be honest, that would be the situation right now. One last chance, Kate. Admit there's nothing here.
I can't do that.
Shift's almost over. I'm gonna grab the L home. See you tomorrow at the station house. If you're back from Mars.
Shouldn't be in here. It's not safe.
I heard something.
No, you're not in trouble. Let's just go, okay?
It sounded sort of like a bird.
Just take my hand. Just give me your hand. Police! Stay where you are! Freeze! Right there! Now! Stop, bro! Shoot! I know you.
Remember, guns don't kill people. Gargoyles do.
Holy
You
shit.
got it. You see any more of those things? They usually travel in pairs.
Wait! What the hell's going on? Who are you?
Nothing and nobody. But if I was you, I'd make up something real quick.
This better be good, officer.
It's not.
kind of position you're putting the department in with this statement?
I saw what I saw.
A 5'4" suspect, made of stone, possessing prominent horns and wings.
Well, I won't change my story just because it sounds unbelievable.
Well, you certainly proved that last year.
If you're referring to what I saw in the lake.
Oh, the sea monster capsizing the barge. That was a high point.
Well, I had pictures.
Yeah. Until someone broke into the evidence locker and removed the film from the camera. Benson, there are 12 people missing. I'm begging you. Tell me what really happened in that apartment building.
All I care about are the victims. But that's what happened.
You're suspended. Termination pending a further investigation by the superintendent's office.
It's okay to bleed, it's okay to cry, it's okay to ask why. It's okay to wonder, sit in silence.
Hurry up, we got an appointment.
You're under arrest.
For?
Leaving a crime scene. Possession of an unlicensed weapon. You killed that thing.
And it put me in a good mood the rest of the day.
Turn around, hands on your head. I'll be putting my hands in your pocket.
Oh, and I don't even have to buy you dinner.
Shut up. Now you're coming back there and you're gonna tell my captain everything that happened.
So he can think I'm as crazy as you?
You don't know they think that.
We bugged his office. He's on the phone trying to get you committed. By the way, the clock's ticking. We have to stop a massacre, so you might want to hurry it along.
What the hell?
Careful, that's an infrared hair trigger. Look, why don't you just check my wallet?
This is fake. No, it's not. Chicago Police Department, Officer Nicholas O'Malley, Special Unit 2. What did I see? What was that thing? What is going on
You'll
here?
find out when I take you to the station house. If and when you take your hand off my ass.
Sorry. I thought the clock was ticking.
Benson, this is Desk Sergeant Ming Hua. Ming Hua, Officer Benson.
Pleasure.
Hi.
In case you're wondering, that's my pepper spray.
And this is my knee.
This place is left over from an old subway line. City keeps saying they'll move us, but you know how it is.
I got it.
Thanks. I'm going on record, this is a bad idea. We don't need anyone.
Dismissed, O'Malley. I assume you've heard of Special Unit 2.
The deep cover plainclothes unit. Only thing anyone's ever said is just to stay out of their way. You're Richard Page. You captained Second Air. You retired 5 years ago.
All true except the retirement part. Couldn't afford to. Benson, I need your help temporarily. You're wondering why.
I'm wondering a lot, sir.
Part of the answer is quota-wise. It would look good to have another woman officer around even for a while.
Sir, I take offense to that.
I'd take offense that Charlie blew my hand off. But I got over it. Benson, you ever catch something out of the corner of your eye? Ever feel like there's something out there in the dark, something bad? Everybody does. But you don't turn away, and that's the real reason you're here. You see things others are trained not to, regardless of what your captain thinks.
You really did bug his office.
And he really is trying to get you committed. And I would too if I didn't know the truth.
What is the truth? What does Special Unit 2 do? Sir.
You recognize this?
Yeah. They had a chart like this over the board at school.
Well, Darwin was half right. Scientists think they've never found the missing link, but the truth has been staring at them in the face. The monsters of every child's nightmare are the missing links, which is why every culture has the same fairy tale about the same creatures. Baby-eating ogres, virgin-loving dragons, 200-year-old trolls. They're all real. Except vampires.
Vampires.
Ah, complete, total fiction. Never heard of anything so ridiculous in my entire life. I don't care if it creeps, slithers, or exists in the ether. If it's something the rest of the world doesn't understand or acknowledge, this unit deals with it. And we call everything that's not man or beast links. These things love Chicago. Don't ask me why. I wish they didn't. This unit was formed to keep them in check. And do you have complete and unhesitating faith in all I've just told you?
Not in my nature, sir. Jesus.
Well, that's our initiation. It speeds up the belief curve.
What?
Meet Carl. It's what folklore calls a gnome. He's our snitch and mascot.
Mascot? You believe what I put up with around here? You know, you're paying for the shirt. Hey, how you doing?
Carl helps us out from time to time, so we go easy on his little convenience store robbery problem.
Don't you just love it when people talk about you as if you're not standing right here?
Get yourself some soap, Carl. You reek.
You know, in Europe, they don't bathe every day. Perhaps you didn't know that. Now, if we're done here, I got places to go. See you.
Benson, we're impressed with you. Consider yourself temporarily reassigned to Special Unit 2. Special Unit 2's ammo is color-coded. Different rounds work on different lengths, depending on number of limbs and skeletal composition.
And on a gargoyle?
You use blue striped ammo, and you have to be extremely careful with this. I'm partnering you with O'Malley in this case. He'll guide you.
O'Malley shouldn't be guiding anyone. He's glib, he's insincere. You should have seen the look on his face when he killed that thing. He liked it too much.
O'Malley's got a right to. A couple of years ago, he lost a partner. You ever seen someone torn into 600-inch-sized cubes of flesh? Well?
No, sir.
Can't figure out how to kill that thing, so we keep it around for garbage disposal. And for recruits that don't make the grade. It's a joke, Benson.
Yes, sir.
Okay, gargoyles. Reptilius hominis, descendants of dinosaurs. Here we go.
Sean Radman, our resident link biologist.
Yeah, and Sean would be the youngest full professor at the University of Chicago. Only Sean opened his big mouth and tried to tell everyone the truth. So now, this is the best job that Sean can get. Where his chance of scoring hot undergrads are 0.
Or anyone else.
At least the women I date when they go to work actually wear clothes. Gargoyles are extremely fast, strong, smart carnivores who'll eat anyone or anything. They hate humanity and want to replace us, so they'll try to exterminate us every 17 years, which is how long their eggs take to incubate.
17 years means that was what I saw outside my window.
Historically, covert groups like the Illuminati, Posse Comitatus, and Special Unit 2 have been able to stop the mass hatchings, most of the time. When the gargoyle eggs do hatch, it's huge. A bloodbath, ultraviolence, a million Jeffrey Dahmers with wings. Last time was the Middle Ages. Humanity was able to fend off the gargoyles, so we ended up with their carcasses on churches throughout Europe. So, the cycle goes like this. As the hatching time comes closer, a couple mature gargoyles who have been hibernating awaken and start gathering food.
People.
When the babies are born, they'll have brunch.
So, the people that are taken are still alive?
The tasty, innocent victims will be kept alive until the eggs hatch, which, based on my analysis of their gestation cycle for the last 6 centuries, is in 24 hours.
Meaning that's how long we have to find the eggs before the gargoyles eat the victims and try to take over the city. All right, let's do it. First thing you should know is I'm not emotionally available right now.
What is your problem?
That I'm supposed to be a detective, not a chaperone.
Hey, I am happy to work this case alone.
And if the captain thought you'd get anywhere, you would be on your own.
And he must think the same thing about you. By the way, you ever consider stopping to think before you shoot?
No, and if I hadn't killed that thing, we'd be looking for pieces of you and its stool.
You enjoyed killing that. Saving my life was secondary. Okay, you're supposed to disagree with that. All right, look, let's assume they know we're onto their old hunting pattern. So how do we catch them now?
Oh, you're the big thinker.
Well, have any other creatures, lynx, been abducted by gargoyles?
No. Maybe gargoyles only like human flesh.
No, but Radman said they eat anything. Maybe lynx know how to stay out of their way.
It's actually not a bad thought.
Actually. Well, do you know who we could talk to find out if we're right?
Yes.
Does it involve violence?
We can only hope. Hey.
Hey,
Do me a favor and hold on to something for me.
I'm not supposed to.
You want to tell me what that was about?
Nope.
Strawberry icy freeze, please.
Anything else? Hello?
Yeah, all your cash, and supersize the icy freeze while you're at it.
There's the man you need to talk to. Except for the man part.
Can't you see I'm on a gig?
Tell Carl we need to talk.
He heard you. And you can put your hands down, sir.
Oh, thank God.
What do you think you're doing?
I was just in the neighborhood.
Yeah, committing armed robbery.
You're jumping to conclusions.
Would you mind stepping outside, please?
Leave the store? Why?
No reason. No one's gonna do anything stupid that would be caught on camera, right?
Jesus!
Jesus.
Jesus.
All right, let's go. Where did he... Carl.
What?
Ask Carl how other lynx managed to avoid being taken by the gargoyles.
You ask him.
He's not speaking to me since I took out one of his stripper girlfriends.
Okay, did someone say something? I don't think so, because I don't hear lies from lynx scumbags.
Stripper, girlfriend.
Exotic dancers. A lot of these girls are putting themselves through college.
Oh, I'm sure.
And I'm not letting any stinking lynx smear a woman's reputation.
And this one had a big reputation, if you know what I mean.
That's it.
O'Malley, put your weapon away.
In a sec, after I fire it.
He won't kill me. Not when he knows they just have to find another link they can trust.
We know how hard that is.
Hey! Hey! Would you stop and half your size?
Except one place, the ratio's worse. Word on the street is Carl doesn't pack much trouser luggage.
Hey! I scare the ladies.
Yeah, just not the way you think.
Okay, enough. In case you guys forgot, we're trying to save 12 people's lives here.
Do you have plans later?
Do Lynx know where the gargoyles are hunting tonight or not?
Merritt Park, all right? Everyone knows tonight not to go near Merritt Park.
Anything?
Nothing so far. Question. Last year, when I took those pictures of that thing in the lake,
Special Unit 2 took the film out of the camera. Specifically me.
well, thanks for the 6 months of ridicule.
Sorry, no choice. You realize what would happen if people found out there really are monsters?
Well, no one likes the reality threatened. Believe me, I know. Still nothing.
They'll show up hunting.
Meaning you actually think my plan's gonna work?
Actually, I was just trying to be nice.
I heard something.
I'm doing a sweep. I don't see anything.
I heard it again.
I'm coming out.
No, I'm fine. Let me do my job. Freeze!
This is going on your permanent record.
Sources inside the police department say right now they have no leads in the serial abductions of 12 people. A spokesperson from the superintendent's office states the missing are absolutely not being considered victims of homicide. But despite that, we do have unconfirmed reports.
We've been working on him for hours. Can't get a word out of him. We started with a psychological approach.
Which unfortunately only works if you're human and you have a psyche.
And then we tried threatening him with every kind of physical harm we could think of. But he doesn't take it seriously.
Gargoyles are too used to thinking of themselves as indestructible.
How about if I shoot off its limbs one by one?
Well, I hate to say it, but how about it? Definitely put a crimp in his belief system.
Unfortunately, any ammo powerful enough to put a dent in the gargoyle will also shatter it into 1,000 pieces, leaving us with no suspect to interrogate.
Call that a problem strategy.
Well, what do we know about its history that could give us an angle? Like, how did humanity fight them off in the Middle Ages?
By dying from the bubonic plague and cutting way down on the gargoyle's food supply?
Another problem strategy.
I think I got it.
What? Aside from a case of homicidal mania.
Way to make this thing realize it's vulnerable.
I'm Officer Benson. This is Officer O'Malley. I'd like to ask you a few questions. Let's start with a name.
Just a test.
You help us save those 12 people, we'll go easy on you.
So, just thought we'd drop by and say hi, seeing as how we're the reason you fell flat on your butt out there. If you even have a butt. You look pretty pathetic. We took pictures. I'm using them as Christmas cards.
I got rights. Don't I get a phone call?
Humans have rights. You have horns. You must have been hibernating near Starsky and Hutch reruns. So where were we?
Talking about how pathetic he looked.
Come a little closer next time. Let's see what happens then.
Oh, there's not gonna be a next time. Because you're not going anywhere.
I'll just wait here for my big brother to come get me.
But he can't leave the eggs until after they hatch.
Do you really think you're gonna trick me into saying anything?
Oh, he's gonna do worse than that.
This good cop, bad cop routine is worse than Starsky and Hutch.
No, it's not a routine. I'm really a good cop. And he's really a bad cop.
I'm about to work myself up to a yawn here.
Oh, my God. That's good.
Look at me! What'd you do to me?
One more chance. Where are the 12 victims and the eggs?
Talk or he shoots you with that thing till you disappear.
Well, then you'll have no chance of finding those people!
Well, see, now that kind of logic would work with a rational person. So if I were you, I'd start talking.
You can both go to hell!
Wrong answer.
Look at me. I can't believe this.
What was that? You're gonna have to speak up.
All right, I'll talk. They're all in a building at Wacker and Jackson.
Is everyone still alive?
I don't know. You can shoot me all you want. That's the God's honest truth. You didn't have to do me like this. You're an ass face.
We go to the nest, save the 12 people, Humpty Dumpty the eggs, and get home in time for the Bulls game. No sweat.
Well, not if he and his brother have some kind of trap prearranged. Never underestimate the burp.
Unless they're lynx, they're not smart enough to be one step ahead. Right?
You're real funny. I'm laughing on the inside, moron.
It was pretty amazing yesterday. I thought I was bounced out of the department, and today I'm following the lead of a 3-inch tall gargoyle. Listen, if this really is a temporary transfer, how does Special Unit 2 know I'm not going to blow the whistle on everything?
The captain only picks cops he thinks he can trust. But transfers are not a problem for other reasons.
Why? Because they all get killed?
Well, one guy lived, but he just sits in a room and talks to himself.
Well, at least I know I'm not crazy. Because, I mean, that's all anyone thought about me my whole life. Friends, boyfriends, my parents, who still haven't recovered from the fact that I'm not a doctor. You know. You like telling me something about yourself?
No. It's not like there's anything to tell.
What about what went down 2 years ago?
My partner and I were looking for a real vicious link that was taking out families up and down the south side. One night finally found it, chased it into an abandoned house. I decided we would split up. It was a mistake. I cornered her upstairs. Kids had lost their father on the job a few years back. That night, they became orphans.
I'm sorry.
That's when I decided that there aren't heroes anymore, that the best thing anyone can do with their life was just kill these things.
So those kids, Yesterday were your partner's kids. You weren't giving them something to hold, you were giving them money.
You can, keep that to yourself.
We should probably wait until there's a plan of attack. Or not.
Okay, you guys check upstairs. All right. Where are they?
Right in front of you, all right? Open your eyes, idiot.
Looks like these are some kind of city offices. How many gargoyle eggs are we talking about?
Got me.
Well, how large a hiding place should we be looking for?
I'll let you know right before I toast them.
We got a problem. This used to be a police station. They brought us here as a joke.
He got out.
It's a trap.
Everyone move out.
Hey! My brother's gonna kick your...
Was strangely unsatisfying.
Not as much fun when they can't fight back, huh? Stay away from the windows. Okay, hallways are clear, let's go.
You first. I'm nailing this thing. Wherever it is.
Oh, come on, we already know they're smarter than we think. Watch out! Nick!
Focus. Tell me everything you saw.
Just his arms. Judging from their size, we're dealing with something twice as large as the thing we interrogated. This didn't have to happen. We let him get one step ahead.
Forensics took apart the entire air shaft. All they found was this. All Nick's stuff and 3 different types of particle residue. Looks like rock dust.
Well, the 2 hours before the hatching, keep the search teams working. But at this point, we have to re-gear for a defensive operation. Kill these things once they've hatched and are out of hiding.
At which point, the 12 victims will be long dead. And Nick.
Nick can take care of himself.
Don't worry. I'm gonna get you out of here.
How?
We won't know exactly what the 3 kinds of dust are until forensics runs a spectrograph.
There's no time for that.
There's no other way.
Carl!
What? Silica.
AKA rock.
You sure?
I'm a gnome. If it comes from the earth, I know it. Next. Mica.
Also rock.
Keep going.
Not rock. Pure carbon dust.
Where would you find carbon?
Everywhere. It's the basis for all life and fossil fuels, one of the most common elements in the universe.
Where would you find it pure?
In everyday life? I mean, you wouldn't.
The gargoyle attracted him from somewhere, so think. What did you mean by fossil fuels?
I mean, anything you burn. Oil, coal.
Well, could the nest be in like a coal power plant or something like that?
Well, Chicago barely burns coal anymore, and it wouldn't look like that unless it already had been burnt.
In an old coal plant.
Where are we?
It doesn't matter. Let's talk about survival of the fittest.
Maybe later.
You build museums to teach your children the dinosaurs are extinct. And all the time, the truth is been staring you right in the face. We evolved from the most powerful creatures ever to roam the earth. And you evolved from monkeys.
Yeah, well, at least my relatives haven't spent the last 500 years covered in pigeon crap.
No, because they've been too busy killing each other. At least gargoyles don't cannibalize their own kind.
Impossible.
This coal plant was demolished a month ago. The power department hadn't even updated the city database yet.
Well, there's got to be another plant.
Yeah, well, there isn't, Benson. Not within 100 miles. Sorry.
Okay. Well, these caps lead to something below ground. There's got to be a storage level down there, something.
Yeah, something that's sealed up tight, Benson.
We have to blow this cap, sir.
Based on what logic?
The fact that I see things not everybody else does. The seal on this cap's upside down compared to the others. Somebody's moved it to get down there.
Or they just put it on that way in the first place. I got an entire city to search, Benson.
Thanks.
Well, looks like you just disproved your theory.
About?
There being no heroes anymore.
The superintendent's office reviewed your case and forwarded the sealed decision over this morning. There are people who just aren't cut out for police work. But you go beyond that, Benson. You question everything until nothing makes sense. And I just personally thank God that when it comes to people like yourself, menaces to the institution itself, the system has a way of dealing with you. On this day, the superintendent of police of the city of Chicago declares Officer Kate Alice Benson will receive a promotion to the next grade and be transferred effective immediately to Special Unit 2. I want this confirmed.
Bet you never thought you'd actually be glad to see me.
It's me she's smiling at.
I'm transporting him on an unrelated matter.
How's it going, Carl?
He hasn't hit me in 3 days.
So we pretty much convinced the 12 victims they've been fed drugs and we're hallucinating.
Well, not that they believe the real story anyway.
Exactly.
Right.
Look, I just came by to say welcome aboard and thanks. You know, no one's ever saved my life before, believe it or not.
No, I believe that. Well, the way I figure it, you owe me.
What do you want?
Shake hands with Carl.
Fine.
Never thought I'd live to see the day.
Need a lift to the station house?
Okay, so when a cop or anyone asks me to explain myself,
Just say Special Unit 2.
I love that.
Hey, O'Malley, step on it. I got a love appointment to make.
I wouldn't push my luck, Carl.
I hear you. I'll just tell O'Malley's mom it was him who made me late.
To cover the screen!